okay.
Hi, my name is Alejandra, and I'm on the affirmative side on why we should lower the drinking age to 18. Our 3 points is 18-year-olds have proven themselves to be mature enough to drink. 2, reducing the drinking age to 18 will educate people more about alcohol. And 3, the U.S. is behind in the world where, the U.S. is behind the world in the drinking age of 21. When you're 18, you are allowed to vote, be tried as an adult, be drafted, buy porn, buy guns, get your driver's license, you can get a credit card, sign contracts, buy lotto, piercing, tattoos, clubbing, be in a porno movie, buy cigarettes, and get married. If a woman is old enough to sign a contract, buy a house, and get married, isn't she also old enough to sip champagne in her wedding? If a man is mature enough to serve on a jury or risk his life in a war halfway around the world, isn't he old enough to have a beer? This came from Should the U.S. Lower Drinking Age Side Effects, an article called Side Effects May Vary on August 13, 2007. On a website called JewsRights.org, when you are 18, you are judged mature enough to vote, hold public office, serve jury, serve military, fly airplanes, sign contracts. Why is drinking a beer is an act of greater responsibility and maturity than flying an airplane or serving your country at war. From March 2003 to December 2009, 749 soldiers were killed in the Iraq War. During the Vietnam War, the drinking age was 18, and 25,493 men and women under the age of 21 died in that war. So why is it that it's a different generation for us? I mean, if you're old enough to be drafted in war and drive a tank down a building and shoot down many people, why can't you have a taste of Bacardi before you get shot in the head? It doesn't make sense. In an article called, in USA Today, college presidents want lowering drinking age by Justin Poe, Associated Press, on August 18, 2005, stated, there isn't that much of a difference in maturity between 21 and 18. If the age is younger, you are exposed to it at a younger age, and you don't freak out when you get to campus. A recent Associated Press analysis of federal records found that 157 college-age people, 18 to 23, drank themselves to death. Also stated, it is very clear the 21-year-old drinking age is not well enforced. Research has found more than 40% of college students reported at least one symptom of alcohol abuse or dependence. One study has estimated more than 500,000 full-time students at a 4-year college suffer injuries each year related in some way to drinking, and about 1,700 die of such accidents. My second point on how I would educate, CNN did a coverage on underage drinking on August 23, 2007. It said, if the drinking age was lowered to 18, there would be no boundaries between college students. There would be less alcohol poisoning because bartenders would be keeping watch on them. There would also be less alcohol consumption because since 18-year-olds will no longer need to get their older friends to buy them beer, they can just go to the bar. And since alcoholic beverages are more expensive in bars, restaurants, and clubs, teens would buy less. They would be able to drink under the supervision to make sure they are fine, instead of getting drunk in public places where they are where if danger were to present itself, teens would be too afraid to go to authorities. International students find it frustrating and laughable that our drinking age is 21, where in their homeland drinking age is under than ours. And to prove to my audience that there's basically not much of effect of a young person drinking alcohol, which as my negative side may say is something with the brain. Well, I did research on the IQs of other countries, and other countries are smarter than us. Their students are they outbeat us, and the IQ rankings of Paul Coleman did a study of the ranks of countries of 1,318 scores on high-range intelligence tests designed and scored by Paul Coleman. And Paul Coleman designed and administrates difficult intelligence tests since 1995. Countries are ranked by the highest weight in medium. Cambodia was the smartest in the IQ of 157. Second was South Korea and 156. 156. And third was New Zealand and 156 as well. The U.S. comes in at number 29, right above Mexico, and 139. And the drinking age in Cambodia, there is no drinking age. And in South Korea, the drinking age is 19, and in New Zealand is the drinking age of 18. That